After high school, I went away to college for 2 years. I went to Morgan State on a partial basketball scholarship. So in college, I just didn't do the things I was supposed to. And after the first year, I realized I didn't have a direction I wanted to go in. I researched the service. I thought about the Marines, and I went to see a Marine recruiter, and he was a little intimidating. So I went across the hall and I spoke to the Army recruiter, and he was a little more pleasing to deal with. Well, they were going to send me to Korea. And at that time, I really, at my age, my family was in the States. I really didn't want to go to Korea. I didn't know anything about Korea. So what happened is they gave me an option. They said, well, you can guarantee a stateside duty. If you jump out of an airplane, we'll pay you $55 extra, and you're guaranteed to be stateside for your first tour of duty. The first jump was, of course, nerve-wracking. Plane takes off, they're yelling at us. The door opened, and I'm looking down, I could see the ground. And I'm like, oh my God, this is for real. One of the drill sergeants called this young lieutenant out of West Point. He said, Lieutenant, you're a leader. You're gonna lead your men out of this plane. And there's a red light. And he said to us, okay, once that light turns green, that's a signal to go. And he said he's gonna tap you on your helmet. And once he taps you, you push off and you go. You don't hesitate. I stepped up, closed my eyes, and I just jumped, screamed. And in no time, like they had trained us in Fort Benning, the chute opened, and now it was almost like a ride. And I'm like, oh, this is cool. They have these controls on the side where you can turn left, you can turn right, you can slow it down. I was born in Kingston, but grew up in St. Elizabeth, the country. I left Jamaica when I was 6 years old. My father was here, and he brought my mother and I up. He sponsored us. Coming from a small country like Jamaica, and then you're coming to the U.S., not only just the U.S., but to New York. I mean, the buildings, the people, all that was really an exciting time for me. After the service, I needed a job. I actually physically came to Downstate, and I'm looking on the board, and I was there for like 15 minutes, and there was a woman there, she worked in HR. She said to me, you didn't see anything that you like? I said, yeah, but I don't think I qualify. She said to me, and I never forget, her name was Margie, what do you have to lose? Put in your application. So I'm like, all right, fine. So here it is, 40 years later. Being part of the administration, I went to Kings County and I see firsthand what the students go through, what the residents go through, how they interact with patients. And it kind of gives me more of an appreciation of what I do. And to me, I think a lot of employees here, maybe they should experience that. Because, unfortunately, when you're dealing with like a public institution and patients, sometimes we don't really realize how much they depend on us.